G'day viewers, how are you? I'm Purple Beard the Pirate, aka AngryAussie. I think my camera's crooked and I've possibly made a bad choice having a blue drink while I'm chroma keying, but you know what, after a fucked up week like this, that's just what I'm going to do. I feel like starting off low key because we're all staring down the barrel of thermonuclear war at the moment, so a slightly more prosaic concern. Here in Australia, the big news story for Australia this week, I think, has been the government still trying to push ahead with some form of plebiscite around the concept of marriage equality. See, the rest of the world is increasingly going, wow, it's kind of stupid that we're treating gay people as not equal humans. We should stop that because it's embarrassing. Let's let people who love each other, who are consenting adults, get married. Their gender, their sexual persuasion shouldn't matter. You know, that marriage isn't demeaned by gay people getting married. Marriage is demeaned by people marrying for money or for some stupid fucking TV show. But no one tries to stop that. No, let's just say gays aren't human and they aren't allowed to get married. And Turnbull, for some fucking reason, after years of saying, I'm a man of principle, it's like, I'm a gutless piece of shit and I'm being held hostage by 10% of the population. And, you know, the most conservative rump of my own political party saying like, no, we should control. See, this is the thing, that I often have to explain to people outside of Australia, the major conservative party is called the Liberal Party with a capital L, because around the world, liberal, small l, tends to mean a little bit progressive and open-minded. Like, why is your most conservative, well, they're not the most conservative party, the most conservative party is their coalition partner, the Nationals, but the Liberals, why are they called Liberals? Well, when they were founded by Robert Menzies, and I'm not a fan of Robert Menzies or anything like that, they talked about liberal principles of, you know, the government shouldn't control things, individual people should have as much liberty as possible, blah, blah. The modern ideas of conservatism, particularly those formed in social conservatism, was not the guiding principle of the Liberal Party when it was founded, but it's just ended up that way. You know, it was sort of anti-unions and anti the working class, but you know, they weren't really what we regard as conservatives today. So they're the Liberal Party, they're the Conservative Party. But the really conservative rump of the party is arguing against marriage equality. And Turnbull is a gutless piece of shit and is saying, oh, I better not do anything that'll upset them, even though they hate me, and me kowtowing to them doesn't make them hate me less, but I'll do it anyway, because fuck, you know, he doesn't seem to care that he's going to go down in history as so fucking pathetic and useless, but he is. And it's just like the thorn in his side, Tony Abbott, the former leader of the Liberal, former Prime Minister, who, in a almost unprecedented move for the Liberals, got offed while he was in power, and he's never forgiven Turnbull. I don't know, and I've said this before, I don't know if Abbott understands he will never be leader again because he's alienated too much of his own party with his fuckery, but maybe he's just after revenge on Turnbull. Maybe because his life got fucked up by Turnbull, he wants to fuck up Turnbull's life and he doesn't care what happens in the meantime. To me, it's just these fuckers I don't like tearing each other apart. So I'm okay with that. So, you know. But Turnbull actually came out and just said the most brain-dead fucking shit like, if you want to say no to political correctness, vote against marriage equality. It's like, what the fuck, you irrelevant fucking shit-eating monkey fucking idiot. It's just like moronic. No, the only reason you would vote no to marriage equality is if you think gay people aren't human and don't deserve basic rights. There's no out for that. I am not fucking giving an inch on this. If you are going to vote against marriage equality, there is one reason and one reason only. You don't think gay people are human and you don't think they deserve basic rights. Fuck you if you try to weasel out of it any other way. That makes you both despicable and a snivelling fucking coward. If you're gonna be despicable, at least fucking stand up and own it. If you're not gonna stand up and own it, fuck you. So the government has tried multiple times to force this plebiscite, a public vote that would be compulsory. And anyone who's not a complete cunt has looked at it and gone, that would be bad and it's stupid and it's also not required according to our constitution. It would just be this big hate speech thing going on in the meantime. You know, this doesn't require anything apart from the government saying, you know what, that law saying gay people can't get married, that's bad. Like when there were laws saying that different races couldn't get married, that was bad. We should also just get rid of the law that says gay people can't be married. There's nothing constitutionally stopping the government from doing it. This whole idea of let's have a plebiscite is a fucking wuss out. Turnbull's just a gutless piece of shit. And the conservative anti-gay people are just fucking garbage. And now they can't get the compulsory plebiscite, so they've come up with this fucked in the head, stupid excuse of the, we're going to have a postal vote? It's going to be postal vote. Should gay people be regarded as human? And this is the thing, it's not even binding. It's absolutely meaningless. It's going to cost over $100 million. And it means nothing. It has no legal standing whatsoever. Now, some people said we should boycott it because it's offensive. You go, well, we probably shouldn't, because the fuckheads who want to keep saying gay people aren't human, they'll say if there's not an overwhelming yes vote, you go, see, no one wants the gays to be allowed to be married. So we probably shouldn't boycott it. Look, I'm not going to dictate to anyone what they should do on this. I think that is reality. If there's not a concerted effort to get an overwhelming yes vote, then the anti-gay crowd are going to say they win. And we don't want that, because they're pieces of shit. So that's the dominant story in America. Now, I feel like the dominant story in the rest of the world, America particularly, is Trump, for no good fucking reason, basically trying to incite a horrific war with North Korea. Now, yes, we can look at the North Korean regime and say they're bad. It would be kind of good if they weren't fucked like they are now. It would be kind of good if Kim Jong-un wasn't in control. It would be kind of good if those people had some touch with reality, were able to control their lives. But with the weapons development going on, and the one thing that I've seen Kim Jong-un say recently that's hard to follow, he's going like, well, you say I shouldn't have a nuclear program, but look at fucking Afghanistan when they bomb the shit out of it. They're not bombing me, are they? No, because I have the power to retaliate. And that's the big thing. Everyone who wants to be tough guy, every sad, inconsequential, impotent fucking loser who loves tough talk goes, oh, I like a Trump talking tough. See, North Korea has basically got nothing to lose. They're just sitting there going, leave us alone and we'll still be here. Provoke us and we'll retaliate. And Trump, being the sad, pathetic, inadequate, insecure fuckhead he is, has been going, oh no, I'm going to say fire and fury and blah, 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 blah. See, America has nothing to gain and everything to lose by escalating tensions with North Korea. North Korea has nothing to lose. It's already kind of shit for them. And they're just like, well, you know, we've got weapons. We will use them. Like, if you attack us, there's nothing left for us to lose, and we will retaliate. And while there's all these scares, oh no, they've threatened Guam, which is an American sort of controlled area, and they go, oh, they've got missiles that could reach the US, they've got missiles that could reach Australia. That's not who's going to suffer. The neighbours are going to suffer. South Korea, Japan, you know, China's trying to keep a lid on things. It was very interesting seeing other world leaders. Trump's being a colossal fucking moron. And it's hilarious to me, fuckwits who supported Trump said the stupidest shit in the world, and they've just been revealed time and time again to being played for chumps like, oh, drain the swamp, no Wall Street. Trump appoints everyone from Wall Street. Oh, Clinton wanted a war with Russia. A, no she didn't. B, now you've got Trump actively inciting a war against North Korea for no good fucking reason. You know, you got Angela Merkel from Germany saying, you know, when international relations, when there's a potential bad outcome, we don't just talk shit like a pathetic high school wanker who's got no grip on reality. You know, we try and work shit out. And Trump goes, well, she doesn't speak for me. She doesn't speak for America. No, she speaks for vaguely fucking sane people. And also, you know, Chinese Premier Xi says, calm down a bit, you know, stop saying stupid shit that's unnecessary and doesn't help and just makes things worse. It's like, you know, when you have other world leaders saying, you should maybe shut the fuck up because you're a fucking moron and you're threatening the lives of millions of people, I don't know, maybe listen, you know. It's a crazy thought, but you know, when other people are saying you're a complete fucking dick and need to shut your idiot fucking cake hole, maybe, you know, Trump should. He won't, because he's a pathetic, inadequate loser who does stupid shit to compensate for the fact that he, you know, deep down actually knows he's a fucking loser. So, you know, hey, young people today suddenly staring down the barrel of thermonuclear annihilation, hey, welcome to my youth. Back in the 80s, I grew up, we were all fucking sure we were going to die, you know. But see, this is the other thing, Trump doesn't even do it right. You know, back in the day with America, you know, Reagan and the Soviet Union, it was all through proxy wars. You supported other people, got other people to have wars and try to do stuff. You don't yourself just go out and start a fucking war. You do proxy wars. Trump's too fucking stupid to even know how to fucking do these things. But, you know, young folks, if you're worried, I don't blame you. But, you know, look on the bright side. I lived through this, so I can help you. What's going to happen? What's going to happen when everyone starts to feel this existential dread every day? It's like this background noise and everything about your day, like, oh my god, we're going to fucking die, aren't we? Well, yeah, you get this nihilistic music, and, you know, some of it's pretty good. And then you get nihilistic movies about the nuclear war and the end of the world, you know. Oh, incidentally, my favourite from the 80s was called Miracle Mile. Had Anthony Edwards, you know, he's Goose in Top Gun, and he was in that TV series ER as well. It's not that widely known a movie, but I really quite enjoyed it. It was this whole sort of how things work and, you know, what might be found out just before war. And, you know, if you do get a chance to, I'm sure you can find it. There's some way you can download it or see it online. It's not that widely known. It's called Miracle Mile. It's quite good. But if you do get to watch it, when the shit actually hits the fan, stuff goes down, I'm going to be the guy on the top of the building who has baked his brains with toxic levels of drugs. Because, seriously, shit's out of our control, and if it's going to hell in a handbasket, I'm taking the fucking handbrake down, and I'm just watching the colours and the flashes in the sky and going, yeah!